It's pee-pee time, pee-pee time. Lempika's never over 'cause it's pee-pee time. Hi, I'm Lauren,
I'm Sarah.
and welcome to pee-pee time. We run Lempipi memes,
I'm here.
and we saw Lempika a few times.
Just a few here
So
and
those
there
are our credentials.
for doing this. Yeah. To introduce our guest, you know her from Finding Neverland, The Great Comet, A Beautiful Noise. She owns two woman-owned businesses.
Our best friend, Mary Page Nance.
I love
Welcome.
it. Hi, y'all.
Hi, how are
Welcome
ya?
to pee-pee time.
I'm thrilled about being at PB time.
Do you want to
Our
know
first-
something else? You're our first guest on pee-pee time.
I did not know, what an honor.
Yeah.
Our first
Yeah, we
PP.
picked strong.
That's very yeah, I'm honored. Thank you.
You're
So why
welcome.
don't you tell us how long you were part of Lempika and what you did in the show?
Okay, so I auditioned for it when it was a workshop in 2018. Fun fact, the audition, well, you didn't ask this, but I'm gonna tell you. I did a dance call first with Raja Feather Kelly, and it was to a song by Carly Rae Jepsen, naturally.
What
And
song?
it was like one of her most like recent, like
Was it
I have to look it up. Okay, it was good and it's worth waiting for. I don't know. To be added.
okay,
We can add
I'm
that in
looking
post.
for it.
TBA.
No, I don't think it. Okay, it was to that, and then I sang "Rise Up" by Andra Day. You know it, you love it.
Yes, I did a dance to that song way back when.
As you should. It's a good song, and I'm pretty sure that was truly it. No, I definitely had a callback. I think I sang "Our Time," and I sang "Rise Up" again. I think it was like a couple of whatever, and then I booked that, and I did the workshop, which was at Pearl Studios. I don't know if you've been there or heard of it, but we did like a month-long workshop with a like largely different cast. I mean, we had a lot of the same people, but a lot of not the same people who have been developing it over the years.
Mhm.
And I fell deeply in love. And I was actually originally creating a track in the show in the ensemble that echoed Tamara. I was like a
The body
Tamara with
double.
Cristal La Jolla. The wonderful, brilliant Milena did that part. She's a
Who
good
is
friend.
now famously the dance captain
Yes,
in
she's
The
famously
Outsiders.
in The Outsiders, icon, incredible friend. We've been friends for years. I love her, and she beautifully like took on that role. But I originally created that, and so Eden and I got to work a lot together with our, giving eye contact. So like during our time, well, yeah, no, I was like a Bolshevik during our time, and then there used to be a song with If You Saw La Jolla, the exchange, and I was like,
Justice for the exchange.
just
I think it beautifully shows him. Yeah.
I love the exchange. I miss the exchange. So I was like a person in line at the bank. And then when I got up, it was like everybody got up. And then I was the last person to say something to Tadeusz. And I said something to him. And he was like, oh my God, this looks like my wife, my little mouse. And so then I turned into Tamara. So so while he was singing, I was giving you a red scarf. I was giving you acting out our time. I was giving you at the bars, like with the
Justice for the cage.
justice
Justice
for
for
the
the
guard
cage.
gates. So I was giving full drama Tamara acting. I was getting thrown to the floor.
Oh wow.
So I got to be Tamara, really, like in a spiritual sense and a physical sense. And so much of the show we were developing, like Tamara and I had these moments together where she used to sing a lot more about steel. I have steel inside me, which got cut. And so we had all these gestures about that, and me and Eden would like look each other in the eyes, and it was really like
How lucky.
Yeah.
Just
that
stare into her eyes.
developing that was like truly, I mean, developing that role that ultimately doesn't exist was like, I mean, it does exist, but it didn't in the final edition of the show, was like really what, I don't know, connected me to the project, to be able to be a part of something so physically and spiritually and emotionally, and get to act within what I'm doing. So much of ensemble work, you don't really get to do that. And so I felt like I had responsibility in the storytelling, which felt really justifying and fulfilling for me, aside from also being deeply inspired by the project. So I fell in love with it. We did that. And then from there, it was kind of like, okay, do we have the money? What's next? And I did another reading of it. We were doing another workshop in 2019 because we were going to go to La Jolla in March 2020, LOL. So I was slated to go to La Jolla in March 2020. I was going to be in the ensemble playing this ensemble
Track.
Ghost Tomorrow role, and also covering Susie was my track then. And then La Jolla obviously didn't happen, and we all had a sad Zoom call where we, on the day that was going to be our first day of rehearsal, we were all stuck at home.
Aw.
And so then, yeah, then La Jolla came back around, but I had already said yes to another project, so I wasn't available for it. And I literally, I don't think I've ever cried so hard in like a career set. It's in terms of like, I've never had to say no to something that I deeply wanted to do. And it felt like I was mourning. It felt like a breakup. It was like devastating, but I was coming out of the pandemic and I knew I was doing A Beautiful Noise, and that was going to go straight into Broadway. And I knew Lempicka would take a year to get there. And I needed surgery, and I knew that I had health concerns, that I had to go back to the doctor. I was desperate for health insurance because I didn't have any from the pandemic. I hadn't worked in 2 years. And so that's kind of why I made that decision. I'm really going in deep here, but
it's so
it was a very hard decision.
I love to hear all this.
Very, very, like, the hardest decision I've ever had to make in my career. So I didn't get to do it in Hoya, but I like was fandoming it and like sending all the energy, and also knew that me not doing that meant that I may not be able to do it when it came to Broadway. But I got to do The Wonderful Beautiful Noise, which is deeply personal and satisfying and fulfilling to me as well. Yeah, and so then when I'd done A Beautiful Noise for about a year, and then they announced that Lempicka was coming to Broadway, and so then I reached out and I auditioned. I just went in with the Susie material, and I also went in with the Tomorrow material as well. Like they were looking at me for that, but as a cover, but it didn't go my way, which is great because it went the way it was supposed to go. But it was really cool to work on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this team is a very much like, they like to see kind of like to pull out from everyone what they can do, and so I've always felt very seen by them and like believed in, and like humbled and honored to even get to work on that material. So yeah, so then I got to be a swing because the role that I had created was cut, sadly. So there wasn't like a spot for me in the ensemble because the role that I had done didn't exist. But they needed me for the Susie coverage, which worked out, and then also I could swing all the ensemble parts. So that's what I did ultimately on Broadway. I got to swing, cover Susie.
And you went on twice, right?
In my soul. Oh, for Susie, never.
No, not for Susie, but
twice for Simone,
for
the icon. Yeah, which I was shocked by. I thought I would go on a lot more, but for whatever reason, our ladies stayed, like, I mean, beautifully, wonderfully healthy, which I'm grateful for. But I'm so used to, I've been a swing before, and I'm used to going on a lot, so that was a surprise. But I think once we had gone into the run, obviously we would have been able to do some swing outs and swing ons and stuff. But yeah, I only went on twice. Very weird. Yeah, it was very fun.
Did it.
I wish I got to do it more.
Yeah, we wish that too.
Yeah, we famously wish that.
Thank you. Y'all have been so supportive and nice and lovely to us, especially since you didn't see us on stage very much. So that's always been like, it always feels nice as an offstage person and an understudy to feel seen.
Okay, wait, it's time for
okay, we gotta get to it. We gotta get to it.
The
I'm sorry.
best...
I also will warn you, I'm long-winded as hell, so you've got
so are we. So wait, this is our favorite bit.
Okay.
Because now that intros are out of the way, we got to get serious for our first segment. Can we see your dog?
I thought you'd never ask. Hold, please.
Holding.
Angel!
She's perfect.
It's my baby girl. It's her birthday tomorrow.
Happy birthday!
Early birthday!
Years old.
That's what we were about to ask. Name and age of your perfect little angel.
Okay, her name is Newt.
Hi, Newt.
She's a little Newtie. She's a little Newt. And she is almost 1 year old.
She's a baby.
That's as ADD as I am, so her sitting still is not really a thing.
But that's a good dog. Do you have any funny stories about your dog?
Well, I definitely picked a piece of my underwear out of her shit the other day.
That's a great story.
Yeah, she likes to.
Did you know it was going to be in there?
Oh no! Well, I guess I did. She does like to eat my underwear, as all dogs, she likes to eat things, and that is particularly interesting to her.
She's a little
So I think
freak.
I found a pair that was just a little. I threw it out, and then I don't know. Next day, a couple days later, I was like picking up her poop, and I was like, "What the heck is that?" And it was a piece of my underwear. So
I love
I
that.
know.
It's really beautiful.
know.
I think it is.
Do you have
Yeah,
any
this
interest
is
in seeing our dogs?
What did you say? Yes, of course. Are you kidding me? Do you have
Sarah,
both
do
the
your
dogs?
dogs first. Yeah, we both have dogs.
This is the best segment.
Hey, this is little Finny.
Hi, Finn.
Is he
Oh my god,
Finny?
he's much more calm than mine.
No, he really isn't. He's just little, so he can't do a lot.
Oh, your baby.
This Finny. He's
Oh
a
my
little stinky man.
God.
Both there?
I love him.
This? This guy's Cowie.
Callie? Callie.
Yeah,
I thought you said
Callie.
Look at the way to
Well,
win.
You don't always pronounce all the letters.
Oh my god.
No, baby.
Oh my god. I want another like small one so that they can be friends.
She's so little.
And
Okay,
then,
Hi.
oh, I'm sorry. Our Broadway Barks baby.
Did you get
is-
it, Broadway?
This is Ziggy.
Hi, Ziggy.
With a pink tail? Are you kidding? Oh my god.
Yeah, Ziggy's a Broadway Barks dog.
Yep, baby. Look at your friend. Come
Look at all your friends.
Oh my god.
Oh, thank you, Ziggy.
That dog is perfect.
Her name is Ziggy Starfox.
Wow.
I did not name her, but I love her.
Yes, I didn't name her either.
She turned 10 last week.
Yeah. I'm excited for the chill out phase.
Yeah, oh,
Yeah.
she just entered it. It's great.
At 10?
Well, she's a Pomeranian, so.
Yeah, they're
Little dogs.
Ah, I love a dog.
Yeah, this was the segment we were actually most excited about.
That's the best segment.
Yeah.
Oh, my friend Miguel literally teaches painting in colleges, and he would be horrified of me right now. Sorry, Miguel.
Shout out.
Sorry.
Miguel painted a painting of me that I have.
I think everyone should get their portrait painted.
It is the most intimate, moving experience. And Justice for Stillness, I mean, I think the show works better without it, honestly, like the trajectory of how we get to whatever.
We'll have to talk about that.
Well, but like I get why they did it. But I think something we lost in that scene was Rafaela being caught in such a vulnerable place and letting.
Do you mean because Rafaela is seen every day of her life as her profession, but she's never truly seen, and so the first time that she's actually truly seen, she can't sit still?
Yes. And I think we all can relate to that, like putting on whatever we put on in front of the world. And then I just the experience of course, like being sort of naked or naked, however you are, and even not just being naked, but having someone just watch you in as you are, like in silence and stillness, is so vulnerable. And I understand that feeling. I felt that feeling, and I know in that scene that she was like couldn't handle it, and I think that was so beautiful because it gave her a reason to latch onto Tamara a little more than just, oh, she's this hot woman in a bar that I'm vibing with. Not to say that that's what they wrote ultimately, but I just felt like I missed that moment of hashtag stillness. But I also understand why they did it, and it did make sense and kind of had a build up to Woman Is like a lot more kind of smoothly. And
Justice.
it didn't go like it was kind of like a double beat is what they felt about it. So it's kind of like one or the other. And I like that then she saw Rafaela, and in previews she came around and started painting her in Woman, like woman shape, breath, form, as she was painting Woman Is and then she like moved aside the easel and then started singing Woman Is. So ultimately that's what they
full
did,
Woman Is cover?
But
Can we hear your full Woman Is cover?
Yeah, start to finish.
Oh my god, it's the hardest song I've ever worked on. But maybe one day I'll perform it. I love it, and
Tomorrow, maybe.
We should do a Green Room 42 show where everyone just comes in and sings "Woman Is," like same song, different
would
performers.
truly make everyone want to die. But I understand the sentiment, or we each get like a certain part of it.
That's good.
I do love singing it. Once I like conquered it, I do want to sing it. One day I will do that for the people.
You heard it here first. On
Breaking.
PP time.
But that thing about that song, it's like no matter who you are, it sounds so different in everyone's voice. It's like
Yeah.
I'm never gonna be Eden. I'm never gonna be Marianne. Like, I'm so different than them that.
And that's why I want to hear literally everyone sing it.
Yeah, it's very and like Lauren. I would love to hear Lauren. Simone fucked that song up. Like, yeah, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Everyone's got to take a swing.
Honestly, would kill to hear Natalie's "Woman Is."
Be so good.
Yeah, she should do another monocle and just do that.
I feel like she will at one point.
Yeah. Oh, cabarets are that woman's bread and butter. She'll be back.
She'll be back. Also, can we talk about the amount of different beverages that I'm bringing into this?
Me as well.
I only have one.
Well,
They're all
Sarah, I hate to say it, but you're falling behind. But okay, sorry.
We're getting back to it.
At
How
all.
long it takes to sit for a painting?
How long did yours
Like
take?
hours. So it was during the pandemic. I was home, and we did a couple different things. I would like move around. He would sketch, and we'd figure out like what like position he was moved by, and I was moved by, whatever. And we settled on one, and I sat definitely for a couple days straight, and then he ended up taking a picture of the pose that we liked, so that he could work from that because I was going back to New York. But each session, I mean, it's like hours, and my position was just like this, and I'd have to be like, okay, can I take a break? Like it hurts to sit there for that long. Yeah, so then he ended up working from the photo, and he made a bunch of different. It was really cool to watch him work. He did like a sketch version first, and then he did like a very quick. I actually probably have it. He did a very quick painting, kind of get the feel and the colors of it, and then when the actual canvas came, so he drew it and then painted it like very quickly already, and then the actual painting, he did the whole thing in black and white, which he called the underpainting. Understand the shadows, and then put color on top of that.
That's crazy.
So, like, and I mean, the thing took him a year to finish, literally. I mean, he's a teacher and was working on other paintings, but it was a part of a show that I think he had maybe like 8 different works or something, maybe more than that. I have to ask again, but yeah, because it's an artistic process. It's sometimes you can't just sit down and finish one painting. You have to be like, okay, I'm gonna leave that for a second and go back to this one, and then I'm gonna come back to this. And it was a really collaborative process. He would text me throughout the year to be like, hey, I'm working on your painting and I'm thinking about this. Like, were you thinking about this in the moment? Or like he would ask me questions that would inform how he finished it. Cool. In terms of what the background should be, how I was feeling at that time, and what he saw in the moment. It's really cool.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
Huh. I would love a picture of this painting when we're done.
That we can we can.
Yeah, I'm trying to here, let me see if I have the hold please. Yeah, get ready for the next segment. Also, I'm famously here, I have it. Found it. I took a lot of art classes in college. Like I have a lot.
Me too. Famously went to art school.
Whoa.
But so this is my sketchbook, but I put his painting in it to keep it safe. So this was his like really quick. I mean, he did this in like 30 minutes. Like sort of just.
Whoa.
Beautiful. Did he use oils?
You know, I don't know. I'd have to ask him.
All right.
I don't know. But he kind of just was like, okay, this is the draft of how I see the shape and the light.
The light is gorgeous.
The plain light.
And we actually traded. He let me keep this, and I made him a sketchbook, like a custom sketchbook for him, and we traded, which was very fun to do.
I love when artists trade. It's so fun.
I love a barter. She loves a barter.
We need to go back to the barter system. I've always said that.
Oh, honey, it's alive and well.
That's true.
Make your pitch. Hi, baby. I'm getting my hands getting eaten. Okay, sorry, we're back. What's next?
No, we're back. Okay, this is a great little segment we have prepared.
Okay, great.
Right. So we have done a lovely little dive into your past and would love to have some more context. We are going to show you a photo and ask you to tell me
Tell
about
us
this.
about this.
This is a great segment. I already love it, and I'm terrified. Okay, hit me.
All right.
Can you see that?
All
Yes.
right. So first, we would like to know, what were you doing on January 3rd, 2012?
Do you
I
have any?
don't know.
Okay,
I don't
that's
know.
okay.
You tell me.
Hmm.
Oh, uh-huh, uh-huh. Oh my God, y'all really went deep.
Tell
We
us
went
about
way
this.
back. Tell
Tell
me
us
about.
about this. Okay, was that my first Instagram post ever?
Not
I don't think
even.
so. No.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
That's so funny. Okay, so I famously never had an iPhone. Like, no one had iPhones, by the way, in college. Well, only kind of the rich people did. And I lived in the city. And I mentioned, like, financially, I was on my own. Many emotional support for my parents, but it was like I was on my own. So to buy an iPhone was a big deal.
Hmm.
But I kept being out in the world and calling my friends and family and be like, Dad, I'm 50th and whatever. And like, can you tell me where the closest like Capizio? Because you can't look anything up. Because if I left my house already, like I can't, there's no Google. I'd be like, can you tell me where the closest this is? And like, and before I would leave my house, I would like I would draw maps of the subway and like take the N to the this stop and the this to the that, because I knew my whole day, but I couldn't look it up because I didn't have an iPhone.
Hmm.
So it was a really big deal for me to buy an iPhone. So I bought one. And that's why I thought this was like one of my first posts.
It's
Um,
close. It's close.
it's close. So I think it was just new for me to be able to interact with the world in this way. I believe I'm wearing a Happy New Year hat underneath the Bieber wig.
Right. That was our question was, is that a photoshopped wig or
Oh yeah. Oh yes.
Mhm.
So I don't know. Yeah, so that's the iPhone history of just being excited to like be able to put things on the internet.
Hmm.
And that is a picture I think at my friend's elevator. Jenny lived on 23rd Street and she had whatever. It's in her apartment. We had New Year's together in Chelsea. Me and three of my best friends. And yeah, I guess it was New Year's. And then there was this like app in those days, Instagram or some filter that you could Bieber yourself. And I thought it was funny. So that's really it. This is the problem. You asked me one simple question and I talked for 10 minutes.
it was a good answer.
No,
About
I love that we got the whole backstory.
Our
holding
next
a brochure of some, I think, program.
yeah, it does look.
Cunningham, I think. It looks like Merce Cunningham, like I'd just seen his work somewhere.
Our next question is, do you know what you were doing on February 6th, 2012?
Absolutely not.
Great. So you did famously post 6 photos from the sky and 5 from the sky and 1 from the ground.
Oh my God, drama. Okay, also you need to understand that Instagram was not really social
I
back
do.
then.
I do.
So we know.
It was like a personal diary. Okay.
Yeah, and you couldn't post multiple pictures at once. We know.
You sure could not.
Yes, but these are all from the same day and have zero caption except for the last one.
We're back.
Drama. Okay, so obviously I was flying in, which is shocking because I never fly anywhere because it costs money at that time. So February 2012. Maybe I had just worked out of town. No, I didn't get a real job, like performing job until like 2014, I want to say. I don't know where I was flying from. I really can't tell you, but this was, yeah, just like depicting my travel. I'm pretty sure I'm on a bus, the bottom left
Mm-hmm.
is when you like come in from the bus from Lincoln Tunnel. It kind of looks like that vibe of like, oh, we're back in the city. So it's just pictures of the city. I don't know what the top right is. Yeah, I don't remember.
Really feeling the sky that day.
Oh, I'm just living in my feeling.
We liked it.
Love it. Yeah.
TBT.
Love a photo diary.
Quality of these photos, it's so funny.
Oh, and the filters of them. Yeah.
Right, yeah. Yeah.
Because there were like 6 filters and you chose one of them and
And I used to do the thing where you could like blur out one area. Or like
Yes.
one area and the rest was blurry.
Mm-hmm.
these are art.
Thank you. Well, I told you I'm an artist, so.
Yeah,
So.
you are. You are.
And finally, we'd love some more clarification on something you've posted a little more recently. And that is your driver's license. The
Look at
biggest
her.
question is, what material is this on, and why was the hole punch so far down in the middle?
I believe it is styrofoam.
That's what I thought.
And I believe like that the actual picture is a Polaroid that someone cut out
Mm-hmm.
and pasted on. And I believe it used to have a lanyard string
Ah,
that one might use to wear it around their neck
in case you lose your license.
in case. And this is my
You
mother's
probably
hair.
didn't have a wallet then, so.
I probably did not, I would venture to say. I can't believe any human ever weighed 30 pounds.
I know, that's
No.
really what got me.
30 pounds.
30
3,
pounds.
6 inches.
3'6".
And my mom, that's my
Famously
mom.
4 inches shorter than what I am right now.
Famously, yeah. I
No, I'm
really
5 feet.
personally remember, like, I don't have a memory of this from my childhood. I really, when I saw it, I went home recently and I saw it. Maybe just out because my parents just moved, so all the stuff was everywhere, and it was uncovered. And this is my mom's handwriting for sure. Age 4, so I would have lived. I moved to Richmond when I was 5 from Alexandria, so this would have been like a Montessori situation. I went to Montessori school for probably when I was like age 3 and 4.
This makes
I
sense
think
for
this is a
Montessori.
Montessori thing.
Yeah.
And what's funny to me is my hair,
It's a lot of it.
the curl bang.
So
I had
good.
bangs for a long time, which I feel like now curly bangs are in and can
But
be
then,
there. And it just, as you can see, was never quite my look. But I
I
love
think it's
her.
gorgeous.
I look at this
You
little
have
girl.
like food in your mouth, or were your cheeks just like so big?
No, that's just how I like. Sometimes I smile like that now. It's funny because like
Yeah,
that
I see
now,
it.
I
Mhm.
sometimes do that, and it's funny because I don't remember me doing it as a kid. And I when I saw this picture, I was like, I used to smile like that. I think it's just very
Yeah.
like proud, and I just love her. I love her little like chin up. I love obviously I'm wearing pearl jewels of some
Mhm.
kind,
Hmm.
and I have like a turtleneck situation under
The double
another.
layer is great.
Yeah, yeah. I just love her, and I've been, as you know, famously taking clown class.
Oh, yes, we have questions.
Maybe we're gonna get to, but so much of that work is getting back to your little one, which is like
Yeah.
the child in you, and like the little one is who you were before anyone or anything in society told you to not be those
Mhm.
things. And so much of our work is getting back to that essence. And I like look at her and I'm like, there she is.
Did you take it back to New York with you?
I didn't.
Mm.
I don't know why.
We have this picture for
That
you
law.
now, so.
But now yeah, I thought that I had a picture and I have so much stuff here. I did it, but I probably will. Unless I didn't. No, I didn't.
Thank you for telling us all about
What
that.
choices. I love that segment. That's very fun.
Next.
Next is
Yes,
our meat, our lempipi meat and bone.
yes. The
Um,
lempipi meat and lempipi potatoes, if you will. The
Okay.
meat and potatoes of our
of
show.
Pipi time.
Great.
It's called rapid fire.
Okay,
What we're all here for. So
me.
we know that you were saying how we ask one simple question, you'll just talk and talk. So this segment is not that at all. We're gonna ask you a question and you just answer like
Just straight off the
right off
dome.
the dome.
I got you. I'm ready.
Okay.
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 That's how the whole interview should be, honestly. To keep
Straight off
me
the dome.
in the
Oh,
rail.
mhm.
Like, just like give me some bumpers. Okay.
Got
Mhm.
you.
Ready?
Okay.
Hit
Yeah.
me.
Do you think every clown needs a red nose, or can it come from within?
Come from within, but I don't know because I'm a new clown.
Okay. Are you more of a Muppet or more of a man?
Muppet.
Lightning McQueen or Tow Mater?
What do those things mean?
That's great. It's from the Disney classic Cars.
Cars.
From-
Oh, my
Moving on.
nephew would kill me. Okay, great. Moving on.
Okay.
Like- No,
What did-
Mater. He's the country
Yes.
truck.
Mhm.
I'm a truck. I owned a 1984 Dodge Ram vintage truck that I drove all throughout high school. So named
Okay.
Scott. So
Mater.
I'm Mater. Thank you.
Got it. What did you have for breakfast and was it good?
I have the same thing for breakfast every day. It's a smoothie and it's never good, but it has the proper balances of protein, fat, and carbs that will make my hormones sustain throughout the day.
Love.
Okay, follow-up question. What will you have for dinner and will it be good?
I have rehearsal and then clown class, and so I'm probably gonna get something from the food court at Industry City. So I will get a quesadilla and it will be delicious. Unless the jerk chicken hut is open, in which case I will eat that and it will be banging.
Oh yeah. Could you win me a stuffed animal from a claw machine?
Probably.
If there was an apocalypse and you were paired with the main character from the last TV show you watched, who would it be and would you survive?
Hold on. So many items. The
There's an
last
apocalypse. The
This is
last
not cool.
TV show you watched.
Okay, see, that's gonna take me a second. I don't watch I don't own a TV.
What about a movie? Oh.
I don't own a
Okay,
TV.
or a book.
Hot take. No, but I did watch a TV show recently.
Okay.
Well, actually, see, you said rapid fire. I watched that terrible movie
That's a great start.
with Zac Efron and
Oh, Nicole Kidman.
yes.
Yeah, that was bad. I didn't watch it all.
I did it because I was crafting and I needed to have like I have to watch stuff that's like bad on the side so I don't actually watch it, but it's just keeping me
Yeah.
company. So
Would
I
you
watched
survive?
a string of okay, no, I watched a string of see, this is why I can't do rapid fire of rom-coms because I needed them to be entertaining me, but I couldn't look at them. And I watched Something's Gotta Give. And who in the movie will
Just like pick a
Would you
the one
survive
main
with one of the
character.
characters?
Oh yeah, Jack Nicholson for sure.
Okay.
Oh,
We'll
yeah.
take it.
And I forget what I forget what his character's name is. Larry?
Probably.
Next.
If you were a WWE wrestler, what would your walkout music be?
Probably the Chicks.
Yes! Oh, we'll talk about that. What was your high school senior quote?
I don't think we had one. I went to a very weird high school.
Oh, I didn't get one either. Who was your first TV or movie crush?
Oh, unfortunately it was Shia LaBeouf in
Holes?
Stevens.
Even Stevens. Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Or-
unfortunately he has a complicated history now, but that was
Yeah.
We didn't know back then.
we
It's
didn't
okay.
he didn't know. He hadn't done it yet. So
Yeah,
Exactly.
exactly.
Okay, big spoon or little spoon, but for eating.
but for eating?
Yeah, like
Okay,
you know
do you
what?
eat with a big
I
spoon
can't
or a little
stand
spoon?
big spoons.
That's the right answer.
Oh yeah. Do you see pictures in your head?
Yes.
How many
Oh.
tabs are open on your computer right now?
9 million. And when I tried to open my computer, it did the thing where it was like restore all of your
Oh.
thing, you know. Yeah, I'm like I have 1,000.
If you had to attend a costume party tonight, who would you go as?
Ace Ventura.
Ooh, do people asking you too many questions in a row bother you?
No,
Or have you released your inhibitions and felt the rain on your skin?
whenever I can.
Do you play any instruments?
Not well,
And lastly, would you say we're best friends now?
obviously.
Great. You
Love to
did
hear
a
it,
great
love to hear
job.
it.
Thank you so much.
Okay.
That was our rapid fire.
Oh, it was very good until I sucked at it, but I did
No,
okay.
you don't suck
did
at
great.
anything. You're perfect and you're beautiful, and no one can
And
tell you
never
otherwise.
change.
It's just us. Isn't that in the sound
The
of
sound of the rails. Yeah.
Yeah. Also, there used to be a really good line there with the background saying, starting over, starting over. It was this whole like, it was so pretty.
That sounds very pretty.
It was back in.
I listen to Starting Over all the time. It is going to be my #1 Spotify Wrapped song.
Oh,
sure.
good. I love it. But I do think there's so many other versions of it that I also was.
Here we go. Admit.
Oh my God, the drama.
Cool.
Okay.
There was too many things plugged into my computer.
So let me ask you how many tabs you have open in your.
Like 7,000.
Yeah, see, I think we are same.
We are same.
I understand.
Okay.
Okay.
Anyway, we are going to the next segment anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The final segment we have Sarah, do it because I can't see it right now.
You got it. All right. As the self-appointed clowns of the Lempica-verse, we think it's important to check in with our leader, you.
You.
Will you do us the honor of talking about clown school and maybe a little bit of clowning around?
Oh my God. Okay. Well, I'm very new to clown, so I don't feel that I am equipped to clown around publicly in this.
That's so real.
But So I am currently studying full time at the Terry Knickerbocker School Studio. I don't know what it's actually called. Terry Knickerbocker Studio. It's a Meisner program. It's a 2-year program.
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, so I've been doing that this whole time. So during Olympico rehearsals, I would be rehearsing from 10 to 6, and they let me move into the night class. And then I would literally get on a train and go to Brooklyn and be in class till 10 p.m. and then get up and go to rehearsal again. And during tech, I would go to Brooklyn at 9 in the morning and go to class until I had to leave to come to tech. And I did that 2 to 3 times a week for the whole time.
Hey, that's crazy.
It was crazy, and I almost died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it was super worth it. And I now, since the show closed, I've been able to focus on it more, which has been nice. Obviously, despite having a job. But it's been really nice to be able to focus on that and to have that as like a creative
outlet.
Like, since the show closed. And honestly, during the show, it was like always, I mean, of course, what I did in the show was creative, but it's also like I was filling it out. Really, what I was doing was learning this thing that this person made. And there it was like just a really great place to like release myself emotionally and play with things.
Release your inhibitions and feel the rain on your skin.
Yeah. So clown class is a class that they offer at the studio as like an additional class you can take. And it's on Tuesday nights, and I was not going to be able to take it because I thought I had a job. And I remember asking them, oh, when is the class? Like, I really want to sign up for this, but I've been wanting to take it because a lot of people at the studio take it and talk about it. And as soon as literally the day after we got our closing notice, I emailed the clown teacher. I was like, so I've been taking it Tuesday nights for, I guess tonight will be our 8th class. And it's like clown, you can take clown 1 through 4. So this is clown 1.
Ooh.
They do
I love that it's just called Clown 1.
Clown 1, it's just clown 1, just a baby clown. And
do you stay with your class like through?
No, it's just like whoever
drop
takes
in
one then takes clown 1 then, and then whoever takes clown 2 in the next portion. So it's probably going to be different people every time, but I love the people that are in my class. Some people I am new to, and then a lot of the people were either are in my current class in the conservatory or were in my night class that I moved into during. So I'm like,
Nice.
have very close friends in the class, as well as new people that I didn't know who maybe are just here for summer intensive or are just taking clown. Like, anyone can take it. You don't have to be at the studio.
Anyone can clown.
And there's a clown jamboree coming up like in the next couple of weeks where it's drop-in class, and you can literally pay $100 for a class, take one, or there's a whole weekend of classes. You can take like, I think there's 2 in 2 days. So there's like a morning session, an evening session, morning session, evening session. So you can get 4 classes in. I love it. I think it's been really important for me and surprising in so many ways. And I don't know much about it because I'm brand new to it, but I'm learning that, yeah, it just kind of shines a light on all the ways in which you keep yourself from telling the truth in life and in your work. And it's so exposing what you're asked to do, that you're doing these ridiculous, impossible things in front of people, and you will do everything you can to cover up things. And it's like they can see that right away. And it's just interesting to be in the situation where you are failing constantly, and that you start to become comfortable within failure and comfortable with like, okay, when I fail, I can then comment on the reaction I got then, which will then make them laugh, and then I'm in the money. Or, it's like very cool to see how those things you can play with, and how honesty is what people react to 10 times out of 10. And if you're not being honest, it's like they can smell it a mile away.
It's so interesting that like the clowning and the Meisner are connected, because they truly are. Like, that's what I'm reading about right now.
Yes, they really are. And I really didn't know anything about clowning. I mean, I thought I've seen clowns perform, but I didn't understand like the training.
No, it's way more intellectual than that, than just like straight up.
Like, oh, just mime and make funny stories. I mean, we have to like make up songs every time and improvise singing based on a theme, and like in front of it's like you just do these exercises that put you into such a vulnerable position, but you just have to go for it. And yeah, it just I have gained so much from it. And I from the school in general and specifically clown, I think it's given me, and I'm only in clown one, so talk to me when I'm in clown four.
So
Yeah,
we'll
we'll
do
do
a follow
a
up.
follow-up
Yeah,
about
but like I don't
when
know. So
round
far
four
it's
happens.
it's reminding it's putting me in a playful space. It's reminding me to be more playful and to be comfortable in failure, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I think, and I have had auditions and performances since I've been taking it. I just feel generally more comfortable and free and like I really am
Hmm.
playing. And that if something doesn't go well, like I'm comfortable with that. I don't know. And it just gives me a freedom that I think I've lost along the way. I think we all go through our lives with so much worry and of course anxiety and like, will what I do be right? Or I don't, yeah, like the perfectionism thing, or just like I want it to be anything like good, right, perfect, whatever. And if it isn't, then it's like the end of the world. Um, and that I think is not interesting to me to watch and or execute. So I think it's given me a much more free sense of being, which I think is really contributing to a lot of growth in my personal life and in my work. And
I
it's
love that.
Yeah.
great. Yeah, I
Do
highly
you,
recommend.
when you go to clown class, do you create like your own clown
Clown
persona?
Sona.
Not yet that
Or
I
is
know
it
of. I know that you are gifted a name of your specific clown that the teacher gives you, and I don't know if that happens in clown two or clown four. It's like
but you
I don't know.
graduate with your clown name?
Yeah, so it's like bestowed
I
based
see.
on
That's
your
crazy.
your clown that kind of emerges throughout the process. But no, it's not result driven at all. It's not like we're learning how to perform these things. We're truly getting in a room and just doing clown exercises,
Yeah.
which are like of the ridiculous. I mean, it's ridiculous what we're asked to do. And it's so fun. Every class I walk away with my face hurting. I'm laughing so much. Like it's just
That's so
literally
much.
our homework last week was to get together. You didn't have to get together, but the homework was play a game that you loved when you were a kid and you stopped playing for whatever reason. And it was like really play it. Like don't judge it, don't comment on it. Really play it. And they were like you can play with little ones, you can play with adult ones. Us. He talks a lot about like the adult one, the little one.
That's
And
it. Like, what's like the age range of the class?
so in our class, I think most people are in their like 20s and 30s. But in our other acting
Kid,
classes,
do they have clown kid classes?
maybe. Yeah, I think he's doing a high school program right now and teaching some of them. But yeah, so we all got together, a bunch of people from my class, played in this like public courtyard, and we literally played Duck Duck Goose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
My game was Red Rover.
Oh yeah.
That's a
That
great
is
game.
like
Did you win?
no,
Oh,
no, and we played Spud. I don't know if you
I
remember
don't know that
playing
one.
that. Yeah, and we played Red Light, Green Light.
Good.
And then my friend is from the DR and he led us in a game from his country that none of us had ever played, which was hilarious. And he had never heard of Duck Duck Goose. He had never heard of any of our games because he didn't grow up in America. And it
Mhm.
was so funny to like see him like learning. He actually won Duck Duck Goose, which was hilarious. It was hilarious. I had my face hurt from laughing. It was so fun. And I'm excited tonight in class we're going to share about
I love
what
that.
came up for us and like whether we felt, and nothing's wrong. It's like, okay, did you feel ridiculous? Did you feel silly? Did you like it? Did you not like it? And he'll kind of guide us into noticing certain things about what we're doing and how we can apply that to like what the work is. But it's really fun. So if I don't know if you guys are interested in getting together with your friends and playing childhood games, I'm telling you, it
We
is so
are.
fun. Like, why aren't we doing this? And we were doing it in front of adults and kids. And the adults kept walking by and they were like jealous. Everyone was jealous. They're like, "Are
Yeah.
you
Oh,
the
yeah.
Red Rover?
I'm
What are you
jealous.
doing?" And we were so committed, like, whoever right over. And it was just hilarious to see people watch us
Mm-hmm.
and be like, what are these adults doing playing Red Rover right now?
Mm-hmm.
I've
Like
never had
With
this.
conviction.
we need like
Oh,
summer
fully
camp.
committed. Yes. And we played concentration 64.
Yeah.
No need
Yeah.
or hesitation.
Oh yeah.
So
I'll go
fun.
first.
Highly
And
recommend.
follow
Yeah. Category is, yeah.
anything. That was always the
I know. Wait, Hannah said anything. I was like, anything? That's not a category. That really took me.
it was a category a lot of the times.
That's what she said. I had never played that you could say anything. I was
Well,
like, Hannah, that is not a category. That took me out. And then one girl, we did like candy, you know, dumb stuff. And then this girl Kendra started, and then we were like, okay, what's she gonna say? And she's like, sexual positions. And then we were like,
those are
and
kids.
there were children around, and she, you know, she said missionary. And it was like doggy style. And the next person was like cowgirl. And it got to me, and I was like, scissoring, and then ran off. And then we were out. And then the game ended. Literally, that's what happened.
Oh, that's so special.
That's really fun.
We were like sexual position, and there were kids around, so like, Kendra.
But you're right. After like
funny.
4 or 5, you run out of ideas.
And like
the names of them.
Yeah, like the one where you
like describe.
Right, that's what kind of went to, and then I was like, all I could think of was scissoring, and then it took everyone out.
You know,
as you should.
Happens.
And the round was over, and that's how we ended it.
You said we're gonna cap it there.
This is it.
And that's as far as we're gonna get.
Which does lead us into like one of the final questions we have is there anything you want to plug or tell folks where to find you, or
that's nice.
Little self-promo section?
Yeah, tell the people.
Well, I don't know.
You make so many arts and crafts. Tell the people. Tell
people out a page of Mary Page.
Gosh, okay. I mean, sure. I think just like being connected with me on Instagram is nice, and supporting my work is nice, but also, you know, just like I encourage people to. I'm in this really big kick of getting uncomfortable, and I don't know.
We were uncomfortable for this. We were scared.
But now we're not.
But it's like you have to. My teacher said this yesterday in class. He was like, it's a good thing to ask yourself every day, like, what risk am I taking today? Every day in your work. So it's like, okay, well, if I'm showing up, like, okay, what's the easy thing that I would usually do? Well, why don't I choose the opposite of that? Or
Ooh.
I don't know, this constant. I have personally been inspired by making myself really uncomfortable, and in a learning setting where I'm like training my nervous system to just be in a situation where I don't know what I'm doing and I'm bad at things and I'm getting things wrong a lot, and it's really great for me. So I don't know, I don't have anything for people to like follow me for other than just encouraging them to, I don't know, make themselves uncomfortable. That's been fun for me.
I love that.
I love that.
Yeah, but I guess job wise, I mean, it's interesting. There's a second year to this program that I'm doing, and because I was in Lempica, I could only take a certain amount of classes, so I have a lot of classes that I have to make up in the second year. I'm currently like really debating whether or not I want to take a little break from audition, like just like really focus on school.
I did.
Yeah, which is interesting, being in like the middle of my, not the middle of my career, but having I'm working. So what does that look like, and how can I not disappear from the industry, but also like emerge as a new artist, because that's what I think this program is doing for me. So I don't know that I'm like, oh, I'm doing this show and I want everyone to come, because I'm kind of not focusing on it right
wonderful.
now. I'm auditioning, and you know, if things come up that feel inspiring to me.
You know, people can follow you to keep up with your clown adventures.
Yeah. I mean, if you like me, follow me for me, not for the show I'm in, you know. Yeah, but
Period.
I do a lot of different things. I have a production company called Monocle Productions, inspired by in which I produce Broadway talent for private events. So I put together custom entertainment for everything from a backyard dinner party in the Hamptons to like corporate, you know, NDA weird special experiences that I'll never tell you about because I'm not allowed to. Like there's just sort of weird things, and I love doing it. So you can follow Monocle NYC if you're interested in that stuff. I don't post a ton because I don't have that much energy. But sometimes I do hire people, and I'm looking for people to work with. So sometimes it's like, oh, I need a bunch of dancers for this flash mob, or does anyone know anyone who is a shirtless bagpiper? Needed that one time and found one on
That's
the
crazy.
I'll do it.
Crazy, and I found one. So yeah, follow me there, because I am randomly looking for like event photographers, or a lot of random things will come up, and it's cool to have a connection to people who know different creatives. And then I do a Page of Mary, which is a business I started during the pandemic, where I make journals out of old books.
Okay.
This. Pretty much my old journal
Wow.
that I started doing when I was a kid and really fell in love with it and started making it into a business. And then it sustained me very financially and creatively throughout the pandemic. But I haven't had time to do it much because of Lampika and school. But now that I'm not on a show, I did the opening night cards for
I was
opening.
about to say, yes, you did.
I tend to not do custom work because it's so much time and I can't just like I have to do everything very full out. So I will go intensely and then I'll spend 20 hours on something. And then at that point I'm making $5 an hour. So I tend not to do custom stuff, but I do want to get back into doing sales. So if you follow me at a page of Mary, I might be crafting again and making what I do is I make a bunch of items and then I'll do a drop. And so you sign up to get notified when that is, and then everything goes on sale at once, and then
We love.
follow that to see if I do that. But I do put like more creative, artsy stuff there. Just to
Oh yeah.
We love.
We have a guest on Friday as well.
Mhm.
Is it? Are you gonna tell me?
Do you want to know?
Of course I
Well,
wanna-
okay, here's first.
We're
We're gonna
gonna
ask you to
leave a
go ahead.
question for the guest,
Leave a question
like a
for
rapid
them.
fire type of question for the
a
guest.
rapid fire?
But do you want us to tell you who it is?
Not yet.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll do the question first and then tell me.
I'll write it down.
I don't know if it's a rapid one, but yeah, I would say like what have they experienced recently that has pushed themselves out of their comfort zone
Cool.
creatively and or artistically or personally, and what has that done for them?
Love that.
Definitely not.
Oh,
They're gonna love that.
yeah, this person is gonna love that.
Oh my
They'll have a
God,
lot-
is it George?
No,
No.
we would love to get George though.
Yeah, if you want to ask him for us, that man famously has no social media.
And over
He's hard to get a hold of. Yeah. Wait, who's the person?
It is the one and only Eden.
Eden Espinosa.
She will love that question.
Yes, she will. Yeah.
You were saying it, and I was like, you are perfectly crafting a question for Eden.
Miss her so much. Yeah.
Love it, love it, love it.
Good job.
Yay.
Okay, thanks, Mary
Thank you so
Paige.
much.
Thanks,
Yay.
y'all. You're the best.
We love you.
I love you too. Have a great day.
You too.
Bye.